Hey, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the AWM NFL podcast. My name is Riccardo Stewart. They call me the coach, and I get a chance to be your host. And today, join with me as always, we got Jeff Locke, Sam Acho, and Zach Miller. So one of the unique things about this podcast is I get a chance to host three former NFL players as we talk about primarily most things dealing with financial education, financial advice, financial planning, as relates to the NFL player. And one thing that's unique, even to some younger NFL players and even parents who may be listening to this, is that how important week 3 is in the NFL. And so we just concluded week 3. We saw some good games. We saw some better games by players that we thought maybe might have been out of the NFL who are falling now. But there's this within NFL lockers, like week 3 matters, and it matters a lot. And so I'm going to start first with you, Zach. What is the big deal of week 3?
So week 3, a lot of NFL players just made a lot of money. They just don't know it. So you earn a credited season once you get through that third game when you're on the roster, when you're on the 53-man plus injured reserve. So credited seasons are so important because all those NFL benefits. I was an NFL PA rep. I know those guys, they hammer you on your NFL benefits. So when they're talking to you about the NFL benefits, a lot of guys just had all that money trigger into adding into each one of those accounts, whether it's that pension, the 401k, cap plan, all those things that they bring up, on your annual meetings with the NFLPA, all those things triggered and a bunch of money went into your account. Might seem small now relative to your salary, might seem like it's a long ways away, but I'm one of those guys who's done, those numbers are huge now. They'll be huge for those players.
Well, okay. Is it all players? Is it the same for all players? So Jeff, in particular, is week 3 any bigger for certain players, depending on when you were drafted or how high, how low?
Yeah, so this week 3 that just happened is very big for anyone drafted in 2022, right? So when it's your third season, getting that third credited season makes you what's called a vested veteran. And that's when you vest, or really you earn and get access to all of the biggest benefits that Zach talked about. Years 1 and 2, you can still get money allocated to those benefits, but it's not until year 3 when it's actually yours when you're done playing, which is kind of weird, right? Because you might see a value in them, but it's actually not your money yet until you make year 3, which is the third game of your third season in the NFL.
I know what type of player I was even in college, and I didn't get a chance to play in the NFL, but I was the guy that was checked out when information other than football was being talked about. And so this stuff would have just completely been lost to me. Sam, like when you were in the locker room, was that something that players talked about? Were you aware of it? Or were you just like out to lunch like someone like me?
I was a little bit of both, right? I was definitely aware of it because so many guys, especially the veterans in the locker room, would talk about that third game, right? The one piece of it being, okay, man, I'm a vested veteran, right? 3 years and 3 games. Or the other idea of that third game is, oh, I earn a credited season. Now, as a rookie or second or third year player, I didn't understand the benefit of a credited season. But now that I'm done playing and have 9 of those credited seasons, I'm realizing, oh, wow, no wonder my 401k is so high. My pension is so high. Wow, these benefits really matter. Even as I'm doing the work I'm doing now and learning so much more about benefits and retirement, stuff that as a 36-year-old, you don't think is that important, but you start getting closer to it. You think about your parents, et cetera. I'm realizing now how important game 3 or week 3 was, especially when you're talking about getting that credited season and also year 3, week 3 vested.
So AWM, we work with professional golfers. We work with quite a few MLB players. And when we look at NFL benefits, there's quite a few benefits, and they do a really, really good job. Zach, as a former NFL player who have a lot of these benefits, which one are you most excited about?
I think I'm most excited about really the pension because it doesn't seem like it's that big of a value unless you understand how much it pays out, for the rest of your life until you eventually die. So when you take it either 55 or 65, you get that money all the way till you die, and you get more money each year you play. So each year that you can play in the NFL, you get another essentially $1,000 almost. And so you keep stacking those credited seasons. It makes it, as good or better than the NFL 401k, which is kind of the second favorite one. My NFL 401k is over $1 million now, and that thing will be $6, $7, $8 million by the time I go to take it out at 65, 70. When I start pulling money out of it, that's huge dollars that might seem small right now, but that money works for you over time. It grows and it grows and it grows. And it's one of the things that the salary cap in the NFL, a huge portion of it goes to the NFL benefits. So it is part of your compensation. It's no different than that part of that salary you're receiving.
And if I could just even add to that real quick, Zach, you said it, but the benefits are yours. Like, so I was a part of the NFLPA as well. I was one of the people who helped negotiate the collective bargaining agreement. All those benefits, we could have said, okay, let's take our portion, the players. Let's take our portion of money. Owners get their portion, we get our portion. Let's put it all towards our salaries. But that's not what we decided. We said, okay, no, we want benefits as well. So the benefits that you get, they're not something where it's like, well, I don't really want to. Like, we actually negotiated that for your benefit, for our benefit, for not just now while we're playing. Yes, salaries are going to increase because TV revenue is increasing, et cetera. Not just for now, but let's, Zach always talks about paying yourself first. Like, take care of yourself first. Whenever you get money, okay, put some money away and pay yourself first. That's what we said. Let's pay ourselves first, right? Not just for now, but for our future. So all those benefits, you've earned those. We've earned those, and make sure you take advantage of those.
So what I'm hearing is week 3, massively important. It's important that you understand the benefits, take advantage of the benefits. There's some that are more excited than others. One of the things that's always helpful for an NFL player is to make that make sense. So Jeff, I'm going to go to you and go, can you put some numbers behind all of what we've been talking about?
Yeah, because it's really confusing, Rick. There's so many different plans. So let's go back to the player that just became a vested veteran, right? You just earned your 3rd game in your 3rd year. You're a vested veteran. So you actually just triggered 5 different benefits: NFL 401k, the cap plan, the pension plan, this thing called the HRA, which we'll talk about in another episode, and you triggered 5 years of extra health insurance coverage when you're done playing, all by just playing that 3rd game, right? And this is all free money. This isn't the money that you're deferring into your own 401k. This is brand new money that you wouldn't have not gotten otherwise. And when you add all those up, right, it's the equivalent of getting $500,000 bonus right now when you add up all those benefits that you just got by playing that 3rd extra game. And that's not even taking into account what Zach said, which is have access to this 401k money that the team put in on their own. It's not your money that can grow to millions of dollars later in life. So this is like real big money. This isn't just chump change we're talking about.
And just to your point, Jeff, as well, you've earned that $500,000 example. People talk about mailbox money. Like, that's an example of mailbox money. We all talk about player performance, right? Okay, which means if you, no matter where you got drafted, if you play more snaps, you actually earn, there's a compensation pool that gets paid out to people who play more snaps. I remember one year I was maybe making the minimum one year, but I played every single snap on defense, or nearly every snap on defense, every snap on special teams. So the player performance check that I got was the same as my signing bonus as a rookie, or my yearly salary, right? But I had to earn that. I had to play all these plays to get that. You don't have to do anything outside of make year 3, game 3 to earn all these benefits. And so we all talk about mailbox money. This is part of what it looks like.
Well, good. I'll wrap it up with this. I got year 3, week 3. I got 5 benefits coming my way, totaling about $500,000 of free money. That's to me. No wonder that week 3 is a huge deal for the guys who meet those requirements. Listen, if you have any questions, anything you've heard the guys talk about today, please feel free to reach out to us at 602-989-5022.